Hello guys, welcome to Lim Gautik's YouTube channel. Today we're gonna do 5 KBAT exercises on indices, surds and logarithms. But before this, let's have some quick revision on this chapter. So let's start with indices. First, you need to know the basic concept of indices, which is a to the power of n equals to a times a times a n times, where a is the base, n is the index. And this is important as it is the basic concept that is used to derive all these laws. And make sure that you understand how to get all these laws, as it is encouraged to understand it other than memorize it. You can only remember it when you understand it. Okay, so one important concept about this problem solving is that you need to be familiarized with substitution method. And if you are given 2 power a equals to 3 power b, some kinds of equations like in this form, it is good to assign it to k in order to solve it. Okay, so for logarithms wise, the basic concept of it is that you need to understand these 3 equations, where if n equal to a power x, log n base a equals to x, and log a base a is 1, log 1 base a is 0. Log n base a for n is 0 and n is negative is undefined, not exist. Okay, and do make sure you are familiarized with all these laws. And the most important laws are the below 2 one, which is usually used in solving KBAT question. So now let's move on to the first KBAT question, where you are asked to evaluate these equations. And as what I said just now, whenever you tackle this kind of problem, it is good to assign it to a variable k so that you can solve it. Okay, so let's move on, where you move the 5 down here, the basic concept, and then you move this negative 3 up, so that by comparing, these two shares the same base, which is 5. So we know that left hand side equal to right hand side. So k equals to the whole term, which is 1 over 64. Easy, right? Okay, next let's move on to the second question, where you are given p equals to 3 power r, q equals to 3 power s, express following in terms of r and s. Okay, so first one, log 3 pq cubed over 8q1. Okay, so now since you know there's a divide here and multiply here, so what you're gonna do is you separate them. So you got while you are separating them, let's do it fast. So just sub it in the values. Three power s cube plus log 3 power 81. So 81 here is 3 power 4. I know it fast because 9 is 3 power 2, and then it is the power of 9. Okay, so you need to be familiarized with all these shortcuts. Okay, and now let's move the power down, and then you know that log 3 base 3, log a base a is 1. So 1 actually you can ignore it. Okay, so now here this 3 you can take it down, S you can take it down, so here is 3S, and then log 3 base 3, I don't write it as it is 1. So here similarly this is 4, so this is equal to R plus 3S plus 4. Easy, right? And then the second one, log 81P plus log 243Q. So 243 is 81 times 3, so it is 3 power 5. Okay, so now since you know that the upper one and lower one is both the multiply of 3, the power of 3, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna change the base of both of them into 3. So you got log 3b over log 381 plus log 3q over log 3243. So now log 3b over log 381 plus log 3q over log 3243. Okay, you can simplify them. Power 5, okay, log 3, this is q is 3s, so equals to this r you can take it down, 4 you can take it down, so s you can take it down, and then you know log 3 base 3 is 1, so this is r over 4 plus s over 5, take it down, 5. So you are done. Easy, right? Next, let's move on to question 3. Given that log 15 base 2 is 3.9069 and log 5 over 3 base 2 is 0.7370. Evaluate these three terms without using calculator to perform this. So what this means is that you need to use a given value and then to solve to evaluate the following value. Okay, so let's solve the first one. But before this, since you know 15 is 3 times 5, right? And then by using the laws of logarithm, you can change it to log power 15 equals to log 5 times no, sorry, this is not times, this should be plus log 2 power 3, not 2 power 3, 3 base 2 equals to 39069. Okay, so let's make this equation 1, and then you know log 5 over 3 base 2 equals to log 5 base 2 plus, not plus, this is minus since this is divide, right? Log 2 3 base 2 equals to 0.7370. This is equation 2. So to get log 3 base 2, you have these two equations. How are you gonna do it? You have first minus second one, as you can eliminate the log 5 base 2 if you minus it. Okay, so you got log 2 5 plus log 3 base 2 minus this whole thing. Okay, so by doing so, minus minus become plus. This is equals to, and this 2 is eliminate, 2 log 3 base 2, and this is equals to how much? 3.9069 minus 0.7370. So you know log 3 base 2 equals to this thing divided by 2. And by pressing calculator, or you would like to do it on graph paper, you got how much? Let me do some calculations, okay? Alright, 1.58495. Okay, so let's go to B. We are asked to get log 5 base 2. So if you see the first and second equation, how you gonna eliminate log 3 base 2? You can eliminate it by plus it, right? Since it's 1 plus 1 minus, if you plus it, plus minus becomes 0. Okay? So if you plus first equation with second equation, you got this. This and this can cancel out, so you got this, and this is equals to 3.9069 plus 0.7370. So log 5 equals to, why are we doing all this plus and minus and divide other than just using calculator, make it log 10 and calculate it? Is that the question doesn't allow us to strictly compound all this into the values. And if you use a calculator to calculate all these values, right, you will get different values from this. Right? This might be come out as a KBAT question in SPM, so do take note of this. And let's move on to the C part. Log 36 base surd 2. Okay, so to calculate this, right, we need to change the base of the upper and lower part. So let's make it to log 36 base 2 divided by log 2 surd 2. So what is surd 2? Surd 2 is actually 2 to the power 1 over 2. Okay, so what is 36? 36 is 6 square, right? So 6 square, we know that we can make the square, pull it down, so this become log 2 to the power 6, and this 1 over 2. So what is log 6 over 2? 6 is 2 times 3, right? So we can make it, and then this 1 over 2, you can take this 2 up as it is divide. So you know 2 times 2 is 4, and then this 6, 3 times 2, so log 2 3 plus log 2 2. This is 1, and this is given by the this is calculated and given here in A here. So let's just sub it in. 4 times 2.5 8495, you got 10.3398. Okay, so let's move on to the fourth question. Solve the simultaneous equation 9 power p times 3 power q equals to 1 and 49 times p times 7 to the power q minus p equals to 1 over 49. So let's make both of these into useful equation. As I've said in the earlier video, whenever you met simultaneous equations, right, you need to make p in terms of q for the first equation, or q in terms of p, in order to be useful in solving it. So now 9 is 3 power 2, and then you know this, you can make it to this. So this 9p 3q equals to 1, you can make it to 3 times 2p times 3q equals to, what is 1? 3 power 0. So you know that 2p plus q equals to 0 by comparing it. And then what you're gonna do? Make q in terms of p or p in terms of q. So this is the first equation. So second equation given is 49 to the power p times 7 power to the power q minus p is equal to 1 over 49. So 49 is 7 squared, so 7 to the power 2p times 7 to the power q minus p equals to, what is 1 over 49? You can make it to 7 to the power of negative 2, and then here you sum it up. So you got 2p minus p plus q equals to 7 power minus 2. So by comparing, like just now what we did, p plus q equals to negative 2. This is the second equation, and then sub 1 into 2. So you got p plus minus 2p equals to negative 2, and negative p equals to negative 2. Okay, so p is 2. So you got q equals to negative 2 times 2 equals to 4. Q is negative 4, sorry, negative 4. So we are done. Alright, let's move on to the last question. The value of a house increased by 5% of its original value after each year, and given the original price is 90k, and p after a period of t years is given by p equals to 90k times 1.05 to power t. Calculate the price of the house after a period of 5.5 years. Okay, so let's do A. P equals to 90k times 1.05 to power 5.5. Okay, so let's press the calculator. What you all get? I get 117702. Alright, so this is the answer, and then let's move on to B. Calculate the minimum number of years for the value of the house to exceed 150k. So you form an equation here. 150k at least, right? So this is least, of P, where P is this. So you form this inequality, move the 90k to here and simplify it. You got 15 over 9, 1.05 T. Okay, so now you move this 1.05 into here, make it the log term. So you got this. The base is 1.05 T. Okay, so now calculate this by making the base into 10 so that you can use the calculator to press it. Since our default base in your calculator is 10, so now just press the calculator and you will get 10.47. And since T can only be integer, so minimum T equals to 11. We are done. So thank you for watching this video, and if you all would like to see more math or engineering mathematics video in the future, do subscribe, like and share. See you all next time. Thank you.